Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Father Paugh, and we're back at it again. This is the Paugh-Cast. I'm not sure how many of these that I'm gonna do, but I figured that I'd try and talk about some of the things that have been going on lately, and maybe we'll get some people in here later. So for a lot of you that don't know, I had a seizure last year on September 15th. And from everything that, we did with, the neurologist and, going to the doctor like once a month and all that, we kind of came to the conclusion that, it was a one-time deal and probably caused by a lack of sleep, some dehydration, and a large amount of stress. So, there's about a 6-month period that I didn't really do anything. No strenuous labor, just kind of like hanging out, chilling, doing what I can. Well, a little over a month now ago, I ended up having another one. I got two more actually. So I'm having to go through the whole process all over again, and I've actually been diagnosed as epileptic. I have epilepsy. Now, from what I've learned, right, there's different kinds of epilepsy, so it's not like I'll just stare at some flashing lights and spaz out. But it has changed a lot, and it's been kind of difficult to deal with everything, and I figured it'd be kind of a cool thing to explore. So right off the bat, I've got meds that I have to take now twice a day, and I have to make sure that it's at a decent time, or I'll pass out like right after work. It'll be like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, dang, it's nap time. And when they first put me on it, I struggled with it because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to medication, I'm not the smartest. So I'd wake up in the morning, take my meds, and then wait until I was going to sleep to take my meds again, and it made getting through a whole day really hard, like super hard. Around like noon, I wouldn't have the energy to do anything. It'd be, go on lunch, and I'm like, shit, dude, like I need to sleep. And then, because I'd sleep at lunch, by the end of the day when I usually go to sleep, I couldn't. And I'm a really extreme insomniac anyway, so it's hard enough as it is for me to get to sleep. But you add any kind of other problems, and it makes it that much harder. But luckily for me, my mom works in, a medicinal field. She's a veterinarian. So she was like, yeah, no, dude, you're stupid. You gotta take your meds every 12 hours. So I had a conversation with the doc about when the best time to do it was. And he's like, well, when do you usually go to sleep? Because I explained to him that, the meds were making me kind of tired. And he was like, so what I want you to do is, if you go to sleep at about 10:30 every night, I want you to push back when you take your meds in the morning to about 10:30, and then take your meds before you go to sleep, so that way you'll actually get some rest at night, and you're not tired halfway through the day. And that worked for a good while, but it's again, it's all kind of a stressful experience for me. So there was little bit where I was like, nah, I'm kind of done with this. I don't like feeling like, super tired at the end of the day. Like, I want to be able to do things that I enjoy. I want to make my music. I want to play my games. I want to be able to still live life. So for about a week or so, I stopped taking my meds, and then yeah, it's not good. If they put you on meds, take your meds. Bad things happen. Not that I seized out again or anything. I just, it didn't make it better. Um, but like having to talk to people about everything that's happened and having to tell the same story over and over and over again, and then every time I go to sleep, I'm honestly terrified that I'm going to wake up in the morning feeling dazed and being out of it because I seized out in my sleep, or if I stand up too fast and you get lightheaded, if I didn't drink enough water, I'm just, it's a scary thing for me. Um, and then I've never had an anxiety attack before, but I had a really, really bad one today. Um, Started with a weird feeling, like I just the feeling that something is off. Like the spidey sense. You can just tell something is wrong. That shiver you get down your spine. I could not for the life of me get it to go away. And then my head started pounding. My thoughts began to race, and it felt like my brain was moving at light speed. And then my arm started shaking, and then my legs started shaking. And again, because I've never experienced that before, I thought that I was going to have another one. Thankfully, I didn't. I, went to the doc. They said, "Oh no, there's not much we can do for you here. We want you to go to the ER." I didn't want to go to the ER, and thankful that I did not, because I don't like wasting people's time. And if I went to the ER simply because I was having an anxiety attack, I would feel embarrassed. But I got home and thought I was losing my mind for a good period of time. Like walking was hard because my legs were shaking that bad, and this went on for like a good 2.5 hours, and I couldn't control anything, and that also scared me, and I was like shouting out, "Oh, come on, dude! Please, if you're gonna do it, just do it, just do it." Like let's just fully commit to this. Like I'd rather just have it happen than be in this point of like struggling with it. Of like, I was like, dude, this is torture. But it wore off. Got really tired. Slept for like 3 hours, and then when I woke up, I wasn't as panicky. It's just, it's been it's been a struggle to deal with, and I'd like to sometimes talk about things that are real and things that are going on. But it's crazy how you can go from your life being completely normal to one event changing the course of everything. Like I don't know where I'm going from here now. My plans have changed. I mean, I still want to go to film school. I still want to write, edit, direct, and produce. I still want to make my music. But it's coming a little bit sooner than I ever thought it would. I thought I was being called to do other things, and then you find out that that's not exactly how it's gonna work. I still got an album I have to drop that I've put no work into because of everything that's been going on. I have other music that I'd like to make, videos I'd like to make, and it's just I can't ever bring myself to do it. And it's something that, even though it shouldn't, it kind of makes every day a little bit more of a battle than it would be normally. And you get to a point where you just kind of scream up at God and like, dude, I just want to be okay. Like, I just want to be normal. I just want everything to be okay. I want to be, just average. Like, just let me live my life as a normal, everyday person. And then, it's also coming to that realization in the middle of the night that there really is no normal person. We all have these things that we deal with. We all have these things that we struggle with, and it's about using that and, making the best that you can out of it. We like to talk a lot about success and what makes somebody successful, and we like to act like the people, that are disabled or, are struggling or just in a point in life that doesn't appeal to a lot of people. We like to look at them and say, oh no, they haven't had any success, where sometimes just making it through the day is success. We're really quick to judge people, and it's not really fair. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been someone to judge people, and in fact I do it a lot. But now that I'm kind of in a similar position, and there's things that I probably shouldn't do anymore, and things that I've been told that I can't do anymore, and it's like, well, dang, like, this sucks. It's a change of perspective, and I think that's something that at some point in our life we all need. We need to be able to look at something from somebody else's point of view, to be able to experience life and be able to look back at ours from kind of an outside view. It's definitely one of the key parts of growth, which honestly, that's more what it's all about. That's how we measure success, or at least I think it's how we should measure success. Just the amount of growth, just to look at where you started and how far you've come and how much further you can still go. Something my dad always said was to get better every day, even if it's just a minuscule thing. Just look at yourself in the mirror every morning and say, what, today I'm going to work on this. I'm going to make this part a little bit better. And, you take those baby steps and they end up being leaps, when you look back a little bit further down the road. I'll be the first to admit it's not always easy. Sometimes looking at yourself in the mirror and realizing that you can improve is a hard thing to do. And we all like to think that we're perfect or refuse to change for anyone, but what we always forget is that we could do it for us. Because we all want to be better. We all wish we were better people. But very rarely do we actually put in the effort to make ourselves better people. So I think that's something that I need to work on, is, look myself in the face and, say that while everything's not going, everything might be hard, it might be a struggle, at the end of the day it's going to be alright, and we'll get through it, because I'll find a way to get better because of it. Hey Abbott, how's it going?
Good. Feeling better?
Yeah. They fell off.
What you doing?
Recording the Paugh-Cast. Welcome to the Paugh-Cast, Abbott.
Hello.
We're talking about how my life has changed since I fucking died.
I have a theory.
Okay.
So, you weren't feeling good, right?
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh no, maybe it's a seizure. And then that made you anxious. And then it compounded until it just got really fucking bad.
No, that's a very valid theory, and I was thinking the same thing. I just don't know what would have started it in the first place.
Just tired. I mean, because I've had things where I'm like falling asleep, and then like I'll feel really weird, I'll like jerk awake. I'll be like, oh, this must be a seizure. But no, just relaxing helps a lot.
Yeah, I wish I was good at that.
Alright, well, I gotta do it bed.
Alright, well, you have a good night, Abbott.
You too. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't think I'm gonna be needed tomorrow morning.
Well, so I have to run to medical, and then we have to run to Lejeune.
Okay.
So
we'll have to be until like 8 then, right? To go to medical?
yeah.
Okay. So,
And basically it's just, hey, yeah, no, so I ended up not going to the ER. I had a panic attack, and by the time I got back to my room, I kind of just like chilled out and went to sleep for like 3 hours.
okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, man. Well, I've completely lost my train of thought, but it happens, you know, all in the course of a day. I think that about sums it up for now. If you guys have any questions for me that you'd like me to answer, or any resources or whatever, please let me know. I appreciate all of your time listening to this, and whatever your beliefs are, say a prayer for me, or send me some good vibes, or whatever it is you do. I appreciate all of you, and I love all of you. Again, you guys have been a very large part of my life for a long time now, and I'm not sure I would be who I am if it wasn't for all of this. So thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get your grandma to subscribe. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and this is my new life.